I'm sorry for not putting out more content after saying I was back, but I haven't had much time to record anything. Plus, my entire family has been sick with some kind of chest cold. We've all passed whatever it is around the house. Twice. Because of course. Anyway, I didn't think you'd really appreciate hearing me hacking up a lung and sounding like a 3-pack-a-day smoker. That being said, I have been researching and writing when I can, which isn't nearly often enough, but I did come across a really disturbing story from the 1870s American West that I'm working on for a future video. Today, however, we're not going quite that far back in time. We're just going back to March of 2009, and trust me, it'll be worth it. In March of 2009, John Comparetto, a retired police chief from New York, entered a bathroom in a Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area Holiday Inn to use the facilities. As he walked in, he noticed a man washing his hands at the sink. Thinking nothing of it, he went into a stall. After finishing, Comparetto exited the stall only to be greeted with the barrel of a .40 caliber handgun, held by the man he'd seen just 3 minutes prior. That man demanded Comparetto hand over his money and phone, which the retired officer did. Before leaving the restroom, the man also warned Comparetto he would be shot if he was followed. Now, I don't know if you know anything about retired police officers, but one of their least favorite things is to be robbed at gunpoint. Also on their list of least favorite things is going anywhere unarmed, and Comparetto was not unarmed. Pulling his firearm from an ankle holster, he went after the armed offender. 19-year-old Jerome Blanchett, the offender, tried to make a quick getaway, but failed, both miserably and spectacularly. He was caught trying to get into a taxi in front of the hotel by almost a dozen police officers, who were attending a convention at the Holiday Inn, where there were signs announcing the convention all over the hotel that Blanchett had to see. And no, I am not making that up. Blanchett was charged with robbery, reckless endangerment, carrying a firearm without a license, illegal possession of a firearm, making terroristic threats, and simple assault. Those charges are bad enough, with pretty hefty sentences if convicted, but probably manageable for a 19-year-old who still had the majority of his life ahead of him. Unfortunately for Blanchett, however, he committed this robbery while out on bail for 3 other robberies. Upon his convictions for all 4 robberies, he received a sentence of 52 to 104 years in prison, with the judge saying the crimes were brutal and senseless, and he would personally oppose any attempts at an early parole for Blanchett. Jerome Blanchett is currently a guest at the Houtsdale State Correctional Institution in Clearfield County, Pennsylvania. You know you've made it to the top spot in the chosen few when the judge says he'll personally oppose your parole.